Alright, so whenever you're ready, you can go ahead.
Okay, good morning. I want to do my persuasive on why students in college should get tested for STDs. So, free from the watchful eyes of parents, college students are known to let loose, party, and enjoy all college life has to offer. Most college students feel invincible, but as students, if you're not careful, too often what college has to offer is a sexual transmitted disease. Getting tested for STDs should be a norm, just like going for a checkup or going to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned. Many college students don't believe that they need to even go get tested. That's the main problem. Learning some information from an event my org had made me want to know more about why students don't know about STDs and why should they get tested. Then doing some research, I learned STDs in students are at an all-time high. The actions they do cause them to get the disease, and there's also ways we can help students go out and get tested. Today I will discuss why students should get tested for STDs. Can you go to the next two slides? Let's first start off with what a STD is. A sexual transmitted disease is an infection that is passed from one person to another through sexual contact. The cause of STDs are bacteria and viruses. There are more than 20 types of STDs, including chlamydia, genital herpes, gonorrhea, HIV, AIDS, syphilis, and many more. With knowing what STD is, let's discuss how they are at an all-time high. These are just some ways that some type of STD, well, some ways you can get an STD, like with multiple sex partners, being born with your parents having HIV and you could be born with it and have unprotected sex, men having sex with other men. So that's just some ways you can get it. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention said in 2017 a record-breaking number of sexual transmitted diseases were reported in the United States. The Student Health Center reported 80% of students who were tested for ACD their test came back positive for syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and the other forms of STDs. Can you turn to the next one? There were over 1.5 million new cases of chlamydia, about 300,000 new cases of gonorrhea, and there were 24,000 cases of syphilis. The age group ranging for these cases were between 15 and 24 years of age. 50% of the gonorrhea cases and 65% of the chlamydia cases came from their age group. These are some. This is just from 2013 to 2017. So in 2013, 1.8 million cases were reported, and the increase was 31% up to 2017 with 2.13 million cases reported. Even though there are a rise in reported STDs, there are still people out there that haven't been tested for STDs. This is because common STDs show no symptoms at all, which makes it harder for people to know if they have a disease in the first place. So what is causing these high rates, you may be asking. In the book, Talk to Me About Condoms, What College Students Know and Do About STD, it was stated that many sexual active college students engage in behaviors that place them in high-risk categories of sexually transmitted disease. Students tend to have unprotected sex, have more than one sex partner at a time, and college might be an area where they're trying out things like binge drinking and drugs. Might play a role in them catching STDs. Lancaster said in the book, it doesn't matter how many people the person has sex with, even if someone has only had one sexual partner, the partners could have the disease, of course. The chances of getting STDs are even higher if the person has unprotected sex with a lot of different partners. Students have unprotected sex at a higher level than norm. They come to believe that they may be quote unquote clean and tell their partner there's no need to use a condom. Binge drinking causes the body to get more intoxicated and stay intoxicated longer. This creates a greater chance of college students to partake in risky sexual activities and be exposed to STDs. And Alcohol Rehab Guide, it states that intoxication from alcohol can make you black out. During this blackout stage, you are still relatively active, but you are not consciously thinking about your actions. Alcohol will make you more Alcohol will make it more easier for you to partake in activities that you might not be willing to do at a sober state. For many people, for many, alcohol plays a heavy role in deciding whether to go home with a stranger at a bar or in that drunken moment. You probably won't be in the right decision state of mind, asking your past health history or even asking you to use protection, leaving you exposed and suffering the consequences of another night of binge drinking. Please answer the next two slides. So this is just like if you go home with a random person, but you don't know. So your person can tell you like they have 2 bodies, but you're exposed to 7 bodies, or they have 3 bodies, but you're exposed to 15 bodies, because just because your sex partner has 2 bodies doesn't mean that their sex partner they has sex with only has their 1 body. So your number of bodies really is higher than what you think it is. After learning about all the ways it's easy to catch a sexually transmitted disease, here are some ways you can get tested. Knowing your status and the status of your partner or potential partner is essential to protecting yourself from STDs in college. Colleges have on-campus health clinics for students, and these clinics will keep your results confidential. So like many students are scared, like if I get tested at school, those results will go home to my parents or something like that. That is not the case. It's very confidential at school. They will offer you STD testing, also birth control services, just as a real clinic will. The cost of your treatment may be covered in tuition. So I know like EIU, a lot of stuff you can charge to like your student account, and I'm pretty sure a lot of schools have it too. So like you can do stuff like that to get tested. Many college students are unaware of the privacy laws regarding STDs. So like I told you with your parents won't find out if you get tested because of the privacy laws. Home tests for many common STDs such as HIV, chlamydia, and gonorrhea are becoming more popular. So you can go on websites of sorts and order testing, and they get sent to a lab, and the results come right home to you. These tests are usually required for urine samples, swabs of part of the body. Then the samples are sent in the mail to a lab for testing, and you may even be able to find these tests for cheaper at the local pharmacy. So the best way to protect yourself from catching a STD is a condom. So that's why it's a condom up, and then with no condom is down. So yeah, condoms are the only way for protecting yourself against STDs. STDs in students are at an all-time high. Their actions are causing these diseases to spread widely, and there is help we can give these students so they can go out and get tested. Just because you think you're having protected sex does not mean you're clear from any of these sexually transmitted disease. Don't be afraid to go out and get tested, because the way someone might look to you doesn't mean they don't have the disease. Your health is important, so go get tested today.
Well,